Hi everyone! So I am so excited. I'm going to start my astrology series today. So I am someone who loves astrology, and the way that I want to share my gift and, learning it for years and years, honestly, I think it's been a decade at this point. The way that I want to share it is by helping you figure out where you're going to apply your gifts. We are in the age of side hustles and, trying to make it work. There's so much going on, and things will start changing drastically over the next 20 years. It may be a subtle change, as time progresses, but it will ultimately, in my opinion, with Pluto and Aquarius, be a huge step and leap in human civilization. And part of that is all of us finding our own niche, really being out there with our gifts. And we have the gift of the internet, the gift of technology in general, and it's just going to be amazing. It'll be a game changer. So I want to start off with the Sun and Houses series. The Sun represents your ego. It represents oftentimes traditionally how you viewed your father and your father's the installation of what your ego should be, that you received from your father. And the way it translates into the world is how your ego is expressed in your day-to-day life. So in the context of career, we're going to discuss that. So we're starting off today with the Sun in the first house. So this is an excellent placement for, someone who wants to be a self-starter, someone who wants to go out and, take the initiative and get things done. This is the person who's really just naturally a leader. They're naturally very creative. They love to start new projects as a result of their creativity. So this person is just going to be fantastic at, leading teams, leading projects, whether that's on a macrocosmic scale or a microcosmic scale. This is the person who's going to be out front, directing, or not directing necessarily. That's a different placement, I believe. I think this person's more so the person who's leading by example, and this is the person who is coming up with all sorts of bright ideas, things that no one's really, thought of before maybe. This is the person who's just out front, being the leader, essentially. This is very Leo energy. Of course, the Sun will be in the sign that it's going to be in. It's not always going to be in Leo, but having the Sun in the first is essentially like being a Leo rising. So this also may be the person who's made an acting career for themselves, or they intend to do acting as a career for themselves. And this person's just, really that creative, that shiny, bright person, the initiator, the go-getter, essentially. The other way I want you to essentially think of this, since it's the Sun in the first house, I want you to also think of this as someone who could be, associated with being an Aries Sun. It is not an Aries Sun, but think of it that way. This is the person who wants to initiate, who wants to drive forward. This is the person who, wants to take risks, and they're a leader, essentially. That's how they shine through and express their ego. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope to expand more on these placements and other videos, but I just want to get the gist down for everyone who, wants to kind of dip their toes in this a little bit. Career astrology, vocational astrology. It's just so beautiful. I love it. It's amazing, and it's definitely something that I like to work on the side of the other things that I love to do. All right, I hope that helps. Let's all, be the best we can be, push humanity forward, and more importantly, be our best selves. All right, bye.